good morning to you. Welcome to the after show. Thanks for being with us. We have a packed 23 minutes.
Is that what time? Is that our time we got? Is that our time? I never know. I just talk. You know,
We got to have a certain amount of commercials.
Okay.
Keep the lights on.
Okay.
And the rest is, airtime. Cool. So we're going to go right out to Ruben because he's out at Typhoon, Texas, where people are having a fabulous time, but the heat is on out there as well. Hey there, Ruben.
Guys, good morning to you. It is hot. Real hot. And I will tell you that if you are anywhere near the west side and out here in the Katy area, Typhoon, Texas, this is the spot to cool off. John Fam joins us. 10 years, man. You guys have been cooling off the community out here. Still going strong.
Still going strong out here in the west side.
Love that. All right, so of course it's a big week because it's a holiday week and weekend. So we have 4th of July. You guys have something big planned.
Yeah, red, white, and boom right here at Typhoon, Texas in Katy. Season passes are online at $84.99. Pays itself in 2 visits if you plan on going again. Fireworks show starts at 9 p.m. brought to you by the city of Katy. Stilt walkers, face painters, live DJs, live music, great food, great drinks out here at Typhoon, Texas.
I love it. And guys, and right behind us, we've got a new attraction here. So if you've been to Typhoon, Texas, you know about all the big giant slides and all the fun stuff to do, all the water attractions. But a lot of those have a height restriction, so some of the little kids can't go on it. You guys miniaturized it for them.
Yeah, miniaturized is the right word to use. All the bigger attractions are about 42 to 48 inches height requirement. The Typhoon Junior attraction that we brought in last year, for all ages up to the age of 12, parents, moms, dads can ride with the kids as well here at Typhoon, Texas. Something for everything. Everyone.
I love it, man. And we were talking earlier, you walk through the door, I don't care who you are, you can be an old guy like me. As soon as you walk through the gate, you get in touch with like your inner kid, man. It's like you want to jump in the inner tube, you want to go down the slide and beat that Texas heat. All right, I know you're one of the OGs here. You've been here since day one. Favorite ride on the premises, favorite attraction, and why?
You know, if I want to just lounge the lazy river, if I want high thrills, I go on the Dueling Daltons, come into a capsule. There's a clear, translucent floor below you. 3, 2, 1, it drops. You drop to the bottom in 4 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights, technically, but I've seen that thing, and you're a better man than I am for riding that, man. I like to keep my feet on the ground. So you mentioned the season pass, and everything's expensive these days. But the fact that you pay the one price and use it twice pays for itself.
Yeah, $84.99 at typhoontexas.com. That season pass gets you in all summer long. You get it a 30-minute early entry before the general public at 10:30. We do have many signature events coming up in July, including 713 Day with our Space Day, brought to you by Space Center Houston. So a lot of events for the family. If you plan on coming more than once, the season pass is the way to go.
And you said 713 last year. 713 Day here at Typhoon, Texas was one of your biggest days of the season.
Yeah, one of our biggest days. That's why we brought Space Center Houston in. We wanted to bring that space into Houston for 713. Astronauts coming out, live activations, and of course, we also have a drone show here at Space Day for 713.
Come on, baby. You can't beat that. Drone show, worth the price of admission. John, always good to see you, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right, man, Typhoon, Texas, they've been doing it for 10 years out here. That's the way. That's why folks in the know come out here to cool off. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.
It looks like so much fun out there. And I know you're hot, Ruben, but if you were diving into that water, it looks like it would be very cool. Thank you.
You never know. That could happen in a few minutes.
Yeah. Put the mic down first.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Ruben.
That does look fun.
They have this slide there where you actually stand on this platform, and then the platform just goes away and you drop straight down into the water.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. They do like a whole countdown.
On a
and
day like
everything.
today, for real, that would be
Let's
so
go.
much fun.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well, we've got another great way to help you cool off because our Chelsea Edwards is out on a boat.
I want to be on a boat.
Talking boating, and this sounds like an amazing idea to go out and enjoy on this holiday week, Chelsea.
Yeah, we went ahead and let Ruben go first because, we got shade. We're living the life. As a matter of fact, you guys, you really interrupted me and Todd living our best lives on this boat here. So we're at Freedom Boat Club here in Clear Lake. We got Maggie, we've got Ken. We've been talking to them all morning. First, I do want to touch on what I thought was so interesting when I found out about this story is that more women are getting into boating because, well, y'all make it easy, right? It's like pretty simple. It's not as overwhelming, because when Ken told me earlier I could get behind the wheel, I was like, I don't know if I can do it, but it's actually quite feasible, I'll say.
Yeah, I'm definitely encouraging more women captain. We definitely make it easy to get out on the water. At least 35% of our members are women. So, you know, we provide the education, we provide the boats, and you just take care of the rest to enjoy your day out on the water here at Clear Lake.
Yes, they tell me they got single mamas, they got grandmas, people with women with their dogs, just ladies and their dogs are out here. Are y'all looking forward to 4th of July week? How's that looking for everybody?
Ooh, Chelsea, it's going to be a busy weekend. We'll have, besides the ladies, we'll have a lot of other members, but there'll be probably over 120 members going out over the 4-day weekend. We put typically around 3,500 member trips out a year, but we're ready for them. So come on down, bring your four-legged friends, bring your kids, bring your wife, bring your sons and daughters, and have a good time.
And the four-legged friends, they need life jackets?
Some of them do.
Some of them do.
Some of them do.
Okay, what are the
good
terms? How do I know if my four-legged friend needs a life jacket?
Just how good of a swimmer are they?
Okay, that is good to know. That's a good safety tip. I like that. All right, so we've been covering a lot of the things, life jackets, making sure that you're up on your training and things like that. What are the things that you want to remind people about?
Well, number one, always wear your life jacket while you're out on the boat, while you're moving. Secondly, have a plan, Chelsea. So we ask that our members file a float plan. They typically file it with us, but if you're not a member, you're going out on the water, file a float plan with someone that won't be going with you. So in case something happens, you didn't return at your scheduled time, they can notify the authorities. Stay alert, be aware of your surroundings, and stay hydrated, and watch that weather too. Watch it with Allison. She's going to keep you updated.
Man, we appreciate you because we've been staying hydrated over here. we got bottles on bottles over here. So thank you for making sure that we are safe. What are some of the downfalls that you see, even with experienced boaters, when it comes to celebrating the holiday, where you see accidents and things happening?
Well, one thing that we do at Freedom Boat Club to keep our members safe is we do go through an intensive training program. All of our members are going to take an online boater safety course. They're going to spend 3 hours with a Coast Guard captain. So we try to make people comfortable. Being comfortable on the water is probably the biggest thing to keep you out of harm's way.
Okay, get comfortable behind the wheel and all that. So Todd says that he's going to join y'all, Freedom Boat Club. That way he can boat everywhere, pretty much all kinds of locations.
That's correct.
Okay.
Once you're a member, it's like a country club for boaters, Chelsea. Once you're a member at one location, you can boat at one of over 400 locations now around the world.
I like that. I like the idea of flying somewhere and then I'm just going to hop on my boat.
Yeah.
Or a boat that I'm borrowing. Okay. All right. Any final thoughts for folks out there this holiday?
If you're interested in getting out on the water at a really great price, come down to Freedom Boat Club Clear Lake.
All right, that'll work for me. Send it back to you guys so I can go back to living my boat life.
Yeah, looks like you are living the life out there,
I wanna
Chelsea.
do that.
Are you going to take a boat out?
Yeah. I did. We've been out like all morning.
That looks fun.
Feeling the breeze, all that. Mm-hmm.
Great way to stay cool. Great idea and great safety tips. We appreciate that. Thanks, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Well, we've got our eyes on the water for this holiday week, not just for the fun, but also because we've now got 2 named storms. So we're going to check in now with meteorologist Allison Gargaro, get an update on those storms. I see Beryl right there behind you. She's looking a little menacing.
And it looks like Beryl just made landfall. That's going to be near the island of Grenada. Now, Windward Island's just getting slammed right now. Even though maybe the eye of Beryl isn't overhead, that doesn't mean we're still not seeing some really strong winds. So I want to take you into our latest tropical satellite loop. There you go. Just take a look at that well-defined eye, which is making its way over the islands as we speak, and that wind field extending well past Barbados and up to the BVI. So We got our latest advisory in track just moments ago. It's still a Category 4 storm, but winds have increased up to 140 miles per hour. It's likely going to stay that strength through tomorrow morning. Then it moves just to the south of Hispaniola and toward Jamaica. And we're actually going to be losing some steam. There's going to be some wind shear that's going to try to tear apart the top of the system. And when that happens, we see a decrease in intensity. So potentially making landfall in the Yucatan as a Cat 1 storm sometime Friday morning and then out into the Gulf on Saturday. Now, there's still a lot of uncertainty after that. What we do know, the wind's going to be strong as it makes its way through the Caribbean, likely staying at least Category 1 strength as we head into the end of the week. Now, our exclusive Fox model does a good job at showing the track, but it actually has it moving maybe on the north side of the island and just south of Cuba. With a more northerly track, we could be seeing it a bit further north in the Gulf. So that's one model we're watching. The other is going to be the GFS American model, which also has it moving just to the south of the island of Hispaniola. But as we look longer term, it looks to almost parallel Cozumel, maybe making a landfall just south of that, and then staying in the southern Gulf of Mexico. But still, at this time, hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings up and down the Windward Islands as we are looking at a current landfall. But you can see now some new advisories just popping up, a tropical storm watch along the southern edge of the island of Hispaniola. So a lot going on there, but that's not the only thing we are monitoring in the Atlantic. A tropical wave, which we're calling Invest 96L. Now only has a medium chance for development. Early this morning, it was a high chance. They're looking like, hey, it's going to piggyback right off Beryl. But the thing is, there's going to be some dry air mixing into the center. So we actually could be seeing potentially a lower chance that it develops, or maybe it's not going to be quite as strong as some earlier models. But if it does become a named storm, Debbie is the next on the list. So guys, a lot going on in the tropics. It looks like Chris is going to be maybe a distant memory as it's a tropical depression, and as it continues to move inland, going to be losing a lot of steam. We're going to head to break, but make sure you stick with us. We have more in just a few.
Fox 26 is
Anonymous.
The Fox 26 YouTube page. Like and subscribe today.
All right, we are back now, and we know so many of you are heading out, getting ready to head out for the holiday week, doing a little traveling. So we want to check in now and see how things are going at Hobby Airport. We're going to be checking in with Shelby Rose to get an update. How are things? Are they moving pretty smoothly out there?
Hey, listen, I mean, all morning long, it has been pretty smooth at Hobby. Right behind me at TSA lines right now, that's probably about the worst that we've seen throughout the morning. But I mean, looking at it right there, it's really not bad. There's no one panicking, no one thinking that they're going to miss their flights. There's no Home Alone sprinting down the hallway by any means. But listen, though, guys, we are expecting record-breaking travel this holiday weekend. Houston Airport System does tell us that throughout, it started I think last Thursday and going out through the next week, they're expecting 2 million people to go through both Bush and Hobby. And if we're factoring in the whole country and all types of travel, so trains, cars, planes, etc., that is nearly 71 million people. So it is definitely going to be busy, even if it's not right now. So, we say these tips every single time holiday travel season comes around, at least 2 hours ahead of time, 3 hours if you're flying international. Our airport system has a great thing where you can reserve parking in the garages ahead of time because they do tend to fill up. And as always, just bring some kindness to the airport. I know delays are frustrating. I know cancellations are frustrating. Thankfully, we haven't seen hardly any today. I think there have been a couple dozen cancellations at both airports over the last 24 hours. So not this morning. I think there have been maybe 3 or 4, and the delays have been less than an hour. But regardless, though, if you do get caught into some travel woes, just be nice. Don't shoot the messenger. You can't control weather, can't control plane stuff. So of course, everyone just have a good holiday weekend and a happy 4th of July. Back to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to see everything is going so smoothly out there. And it sounds like the airlines have really done a good job of kind of beefing up staff and being more prepared this season than they were the last. So thanks a lot, Shelby. All right, let's check in now with Nate. Nate is it the Bel Air Diner where he's at this morning, I think? And
Astros won.
Yeah.
I told y'all they're going to get above 500 before the break.
Nate, Astros won.
Yeah, it really doesn't surprise me that they found a way to tighten this thing up very quickly. We've been talking about it all along, just be patient. You got to get some guys healthy. Guys finally started hitting in the lineup. They decided to go ahead and make a move with Jose Abreu. And all of a sudden, the clubhouse is a different clubhouse now. So you got some good things happening in there. And I'm real happy for Joe Espada because now he can breathe a little bit. You're a game over 500. First time you've been a game over 500 this season. So a lot of firsts for them. Getting back to 500 at 40-40, losing one and then winning another one there in New York and winning the series in New York, 2 out of 3. The Mets and the Astros are 2 of the hottest teams right now in the league. So when you consider that those 2 teams are really playing well and the Astros actually win the series, that is a big plus for the Houston Astros in terms of thought process, in terms of how they do things on the field, methodology, all that, how they do things on the field. So really good to see that. They're now will take off and go to Blue Jay country, Toronto, and play the Blue Jays. So we'll see what happens with them in that series. Meanwhile, U.S. men's national team, they need to win tonight against Uruguay. There's a lot of different scenarios where most of them are tying if they can come out at least with a draw, or if Bolivia happens to win. They got to get some help from Bolivia against Panama. That's the main thing. And the way Bolivia is playing right now, I don't see that happening. So the U.S. is really going to have to beat Uruguay tonight. And Uruguay is a really, really good team. They are one of the best teams in the league. The only problem in this tournament, the only problem with the U.S. team is supposed to be a favorite. So they're not playing like a favorite. So we've got to see if they're going to be able to pull out one and get this win tonight, and we'll see what happens there. That's about it. Simone Biles is going to the 2024 Paris Olympics. That's great. She's got a teammate, Childs, going with her as well, and a young lady we talked about also going as an alternate. So a lot of good stuff happening here in Houston. We'll keep you up to speed on that. Summer for soccer, we continue we're going to try something a little differently tomorrow with the summer of soccer. We'll see if we can get something to work kind of differently. I think the audience will enjoy that. Meanwhile, that's it. We're going to enjoy being here at the Bel Air coffee shop. We always do when we come here. People are so nice to us. And you can see they've sort of packed the building here. So a lot of good things happening, guys.
You know, I was watching earlier this morning, Nate, and I was like, where is everybody? Because I was kind of admiring the 50s style diner chairs that they have in there. And now it is packed in there. And you're so right. I mean, we have so many just cool sports things happening right now. It's just fun.
Yeah, there's a lot. You know, you got basketball getting ready to crank up here in a little bit. In fact, we're going to be meeting the rookie tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to meet Reed Shepherd tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That's going to. I'm sorry. What was that?
I just said his name. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Wait, is he coming in studio, Nate?
No. We're going. No. We're going to. No, we're going to Toyota. We're going to Toyota to meet him tomorrow afternoon. Not yet. It's going to be a minute before we can pull that off. We also have Texas training camp. That's going to be getting started. You guys, that's going to be getting started in about a week and a half. And so just a whole lot going on. And once football season starts, once training camp starts, then it really gets kind of crazy because college football training camps get underway. As you guys well know, I'm affiliated with Rice. I'm the color analyst for Rice football, and so we'll be covering that. High school, U of H, you've got Houston Christian, you've got Texas Southern, and so a Prairie View. So all these different schools will be starting training camp. This is a rest period. That's why I like baseball season so much, because we get a chance to kind of chill for a little bit before all the other stuff gets underway. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and some of soccer, so we got to keep up with that. Dash Dynamo. Also, how about the SaberCats? They won over the weekend, so they're getting ready for the playoffs. So it's just a whole lot going on right now.
That's great.
Crazy.
That's so exciting.
Oh yeah, and this little thing called the Olympics is coming.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Nate.
And by the way, we also have squash.
Oh,
we've got squash.
What? I didn't.
I'd
like some squash right now. I'm starving. Nate's making me hungry over there. I see those plates going on. Nate, why don't you get me order me some? I'm on the way for real. I'm starving right now. My stomach's like growling, dude.
Thanks, Nate.
What's your go-to diner?
I guess.
I don't have like a go-to.
I like the patty melt.
Yeah, I was getting maybe like a
just
grilled
eggs
cheese.
And bacon and toast, man.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
I just started liking pancakes recently. I didn't like them as a kid.
I didn't
Really?
either. I was a
Yeah.
waffle
Now I
person.
do like them.
Yeah, they can
But
be a
breakfast
little dry.
tacos. Real quick, Maxine opens up. We went to the premiere in Hollywood a week ago. The Gromage Chinese Theater. It was awesome. Kevin Bacon in the movie. I didn't get a chance to say it on the air. That's why we have the after show. Kevin Bacon joins us on Fox 26 coming up on Wednesday.
Oh, fun.
Tomorrow, in the 9 o'clock hour, it is the action-adventure movie of the summer called Borderlands. Claptrap the Robot will be in studio. We may not have the rookie from the Rockets, but we have a robot named Claptrap, and he's stopping by tomorrow morning in the 9 o'clock hour.
I can't wait to see
gonna be
him.
cool.
Yeah, and see what he does.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Very cool.
Maybe he likes pancakes.
Do you have to control him, or is?
I don't know.
We're about to find out.
We're gonna find. Like they sent me a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna say to him, which I have to learn my lines. You know, and then we'll see. We'll see.
It should be an easier interview than Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo was great, but I get nervous because he's Gustavo from Breaking Bad. He's in the movie Maxine as well, and he talked about he did the Breaking Bad reference.
Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
I did. Yeah.
You remember
So
the villain?
Gustavo.
Yeah,
He ran the chicken.
Pollo
I do
Hermano,
remember,
the chicken.
Yeah. So you guys like this movie, Maxine?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I'm not really into slashers, but like this one, I was totally digging.
Same way I feel.
And it's like 80s style, the soundtrack, like the music, because it's got that 80s pacing soundtrack.
It's very rated R. They're about to play us off. Speaking of, well, there's the trailer.
There you
so,
go.
Oh, be careful with the trailer. Yeah, you might want to back out of that. Okay, yeah, that's it for the trailer.
There's a lot of editing I did for our TV
that was
package.
the one you sent in.
Yeah.
Okay, they're about to play us off.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us. Tune in tomorrow to meet the robot, because that sounds like a lot of fun. And I'll see you on Dollars and Cents coming up on Wednesday, 10:30, right after the after show. Whole new episode about ways to save on your summer travel. So we'll see you there.
Yay.
Fox 26 is
You see, that's fate. Believe, that's all you need. Can't sleep, but I dream. I see.
All right, I'm back at you with another episode of How I See It. I am Delon Dillard. Happy to have you here, and we are having a very important and enlightening conversation here this morning. I'm joined by Donnie Houston, DJ, producer, podcast host. You hold a lot of titles. Happy to have you with us here.
Man, thanks for being here. Thank you for having me, man.
And Ashley Young, radio host with iHeartMedia. Happy to have you here as well, yet again.
I know, again. Thank you.
So we're talking about Diddy this morning. Obviously, we know Diddy is facing a lot of legal drama right now, facing a number of allegations from sexual assault and sexual abuse to human trafficking, hostile work environment, a lot of legal issues from a number of people. So we are unpacking that here this morning. And happy to have you with us because I know both of you are very well versed in the culture and music space for sure. So when you first heard about both, I'll start with you, Ashley, when both of you heard about these allegations coming to light, and these allegations obviously have been kind of swirling around. Many of us have heard about this, about Diddy, for quite some time. What was your initial reaction when you started hearing this and then the lawsuit started coming out after that?
So I don't think we talked about it. I just spoke about it with Donnie. But I used to be the intern for Diddy, actually, in 2014. When I was in college in Florida, he had the Revolts conference that happened in Miami every year. And the first 2 years, I was an intern. So I worked for Revolt. And here and there, we would see him, but we would hear him mostly because he did just like those viral videos of him, like going crazy, throwing the phone. So like he's like that in real life, you know? So from my peers and just from what I witnessed, I saw like hostile situations, but they kind of chalked it up to, that's just the business. You know, that's the industry. If you want to work for Diddy, you got to go walk and get cheesecake or go, go do the things he asked you to do. So even though we heard rumblings of it, but no real evidence, like concrete evidence, it was like, okay, it's probably a conspiracy theory. Then especially when the video came out with Cassie, that was the, yeah, he did it moment, you know. So just seeing how our culture kind of embraces one of its biggest moguls that we've seen now kind of, you know, the curtains being revealed. It's just interesting to see how we treated, say, R. Kelly, to like, is that same thing going to happen to Diddy, you know?
Yeah, Donnie, how did you see it beforehand and how you see it now?
Well, man, I mean, it's like you said, you always hear these things like, oh, you know, he might be this way, he might be whatever. But when you see it, it's like, man, my man was looking crazy. You know, it was just, it just put it really into like, okay, it's not like a funny rumor or a lighthearted thing. Like, no, this man is like unhinged, you know what I mean? So it was unfortunate, man, because like, you know, bro, I really grew up in the 90s. So like Puff Daddy and the Family and Bad Boy, like those are like soundtracks to my life. You know what I mean? Certain moments, like, so it's just unfortunate, man.
Yeah, when a lot of these lawsuits and stuff started to surface, I know, for example, I think this was after maybe a couple of them have been out. Diddy issued a written statement on social media saying, he said, let me pull it, that these are sickening allegations. They are assassinating my character, and people are looking for a quick payday. And then when the video came out that CNN published with them in the hotel, that's when he kind of walked back and said, my behavior is inexcusable and I take full responsibility. So it's like, what if this video never came out?
Yeah.
Where would we be today?
Well, that statement he put out was before the